Dontari Poe comes in the game as an extra blocker. He's massive.
They give it off to Poe. He's got it! Touchdown! Dontari Poe! A defensive lineman's dream for sure.
It's hard to miss Dontari Poe. In 2015, the 346-pound defensive lineman became the heaviest player in NFL history to score a touchdown.
Well, those of you that have Dontari Poe on your fantasy team, congratulations. But that's basically William Refrigerator Perry right there. He's just wearing 92 for Kansas City.
William the Refrigerator Perry scored 3 touchdowns as a rookie in 1985, most famously on this 1-yard plunge in the Super Bowl.
Hand off to the bridge.
Then, Perry was about 10 pounds lighter than Poe, who has spent 6 years with the Chiefs and Falcons, honing his defensive skills into a 2-time Pro Bowler.
Come on, boy. Come on now.
He's a monster.
Butler batted down at the line of scrimmage.
Big, difficult to move. His strength is outrageous.
Help him, Pounce. Go ahead, Danny, go ahead.
It's the combination of the big guy at 340 pounds with the quickness of a much lighter athlete.
Poe came right up the middle, and Rivers didn't have a chance.
Dude, Dontari Poe is a beast. Yeah. He's ridiculous.
Yes, it's hard to miss Dontari Poe, but somehow the football world did until he got to high school.
When Dontari was in high school and middle school, he was playing in the band.
He was a band member. He beat the drums.
I only played it for a couple years, but I came out like the first day of school, and I just walked out on the field.
See the band out here marching in the back parking lot, and I asked the band director, Mr. Miller, could I speak with that big young fella in the back? Walked over to him and said, son, you ever played football before? He said, no, sir. And I said, well, now you do, and I'll see you tomorrow at practice. That's pretty much how it all started.
But I didn't get on helmet till like my second year. My head was too big for all the helmets in the locker room, so they had to special order me one.
I mean, Don has always had a big head. His body just finally caught up to his head.
But once he realized he could use what God gave him, the light bulb came on. By the time he was a junior, senior, he was something to be reckoned with.
It was a swift rise for Poe, who grew up in a rough neighborhood outside of Memphis. He himself avoided trouble, but his older brother Robert spent 7 years in prison on drug and burglary charges.
We ain't really have much growing up, so when we grew up, we kind of wanted to have things. I took the wrong route on trying to get them.
It was kind of weird for me because I was like, okay, you doing it, so why can't I do it like you? It was like, no, this ain't for you. You kind of, it's something better in life for you, so stay away from it.
Poe stayed close to home at the University of Memphis, in part so he could regularly visit Robert in prison. Meanwhile, his play on the field was attracting national attention.
They were a team, I think they only had won 5 games during those 3 seasons he was there. But if you watched him play, he was on the field for every snap at 340 pounds plus, running down every single play. To see a big man do that, that tells you about Dontari.
But what really made me know how much talent my son had was when he went to the combine.
Here comes Poe. There he goes.
Look at this kid running 346 pounds. You kidding me?
That looks so good, doesn't it?
You kidding me?
Smokes.
He ran a 4.87, I remember it. And I was just shocked at how fast he was and how much he had lifted.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Easy, Poe.
Got a live one. That's all you, Poe. Come on, let's go. Let's go, Poe. Hey, boy, let's go. That's what we do. 44.
I mean, he was just a machine.
goodness.
Dontari Poe.
I knew he could do the things that he did at the combine. It was just funny to see everybody else see that.
Poe's legendary performance made it all the way to the Oval Office and rocketed the big man to the 11th pick in the 2012 draft.
So the man who benched the house at Lucas Oil and then lit it up with the rest of the on-field drills, he is now the latest member of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Who the best pass rusher? Who the best pass rush out here, though?
Just get some space, bro, and line up to an edge. So when you do that, it's going to force him to have to step to you.
At his annual football camp, Poe gives a master class in D-line.
I told you, apply pressure with space, bro. Old linemen hate space. Make their move their feet.
And even the 40.
Look, this how you hit right here. I need you like this. You ready to go upfield? So put your feet behind and get ready to take off with it.
But rarely does athleticism come in a package his size. It's how he became an every down force on the Chiefs' defense, and later a consideration for Andy Reid's offense.
We was at practice one day, and I was doing a little extra work with the jug machine, and I just started kind of picking them off one-handed, and he was looking like, what is going on? I guess he just haven't never seen me do it. And I think a few weeks later, he was like, man, I got this play for you, Hungry Pig.
Poe is in, 92.
So Hungry Pig was actually a play out of heavy Poe personnel. We just shifted him out, then threw him the screen, and let him gobble it up from there.
They got a 3rd and goal at the 1. It's Poe, the catch, the bulldozing move, and a touchdown. What a catch. What a play. He looks like he knows what he's doing.
And then the Bloated Tebow pass was the one where he actually threw the football. You know, Tebow started off in the shotgun, and he'd do the fake QB draw and then stop and pop it. So we decided we'd do that with Poe, and it had looked okay in practice. I mean, it wasn't great, but he kept telling me I'm a gamer.
I'm here, Reed. I'm here, Reed. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Guess who's going in now? It's their version of the fridge. Here comes Dontari Poe in.
Let's go, Poe! Let's go, Poe!
This is a shotgun snap to Poe, who's going to throw it, caught, Demetrius Harris, touchdown! Kansas City! Hungry Pig is passing.
What a play. You may see that one about 10 million times.
Hey, you got to give the people what they want. Be just like you. You're right here doing both things. I told you.
We had a couple good ones left over, too. I'm not going to tell it to you because Atlanta might use them.
No question. You know, anything that a guy can do to help us win, we want to be a part of it.
Now Poe is trying to get the Falcons back to the Super Bowl. If that means he has to dust off the Hungry Pig playbook, why not? He's a perfect 3 for 3 on scoring opportunities. The NFL's ultimate weapon.
Do you think he's the best dual threat since Deion Sanders?
I think it's going a little far. He, maybe since the fridge.
I think so. Why not? I mean, how much better can you get from 100%, right?
Y'all match up now. If anybody get burnt, I'm racing you.
It just brings joy to my heart to watch this kid go from an unheard of band player to an all-pro NFL D lineman / athlete. He's one of the great ones.